Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a design similar to this in Blurb's Booksmart. I'm not going to do the circle cutout, but that you could probably, I'm assuming you could figure out how to do that through Photoshop. I created this using InDesign, but we can achieve a similar look of having this color bar on the front, spine, and back, just a small section of it, and excuse me, and then have a square photo here. So let's see how I would accomplish that. First, I would start off with editing the layout to create the bars. So what I'm going to do, I'll leave the two image containers here, and that's going to be a light gray color background. And I'm going to add another image container on top. I'm going to add another container on top here for the color bar. I'm just going to open Apple or Control, copy, and then paste over here. And I just have to move it. Goes slowly, don't know why. Okay, and then I don't need these text containers. And I'm going to add one more image box over here. Oops, let me do. I had the wrong page selected. So I add one more container box, and I'm going to resize for 3 to landscape. Extend just a little. Keep it at a safe distance, and you also want to determine if you want it more in the center from this bar to the edge, or if you want it to be kind of off-center in a way that keeps this clear border. So I mean, that's just kind of a preference. Sometimes it's hard to see. Let's see if we do that. This is where counting the squares kind of helps. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it needs to come over just a bit. So that's close enough. I would pay a little more attention to that if this is going to be your real cover, but I'm going to move on from here. And then we need a text box for the year. And this is really what determines the width of that color bar that I want. And I am lining it up with this image container, and so we can do this just to make sure. If you want an image on the back, you can do that as well. You can, basically copy the same container size over on this page if you want. I'm going to leave this blank for right now. I think we are set. So here I'm going to type in my 2012, and I'm going to use a different font. For this one I'll use the bold font, a white color, and let's see how large we can make it to kind of fill that space. So we'll do that for now, and I do want to select all and center. Okay, now I went into Photoshop, let's see. Photoshop, and I created basically color fill, JPEG color fills. So this is going to be the light gray that I have, and then for the bar, the color bar, I noted my RGB colors down here, and I'm going to save and then drag them in here to Blurb. So let's do desktop, color 1 and color 2. Choose And now we can just drag and drop. What I learned was when you want to fill the background of the spine, so let's say we do more options, and I'm going to pick the RGB and write down or fill in my numbers, 236, 74, 74, and 25. What it does is fill all the pages. And so that's why I did this color fill of the light gray in the background, because that's going to allow us to have our color bar. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's do the light gray over on this side. Now let's do our color fill here and here. Now when we preview book, see how it looks? We have just our color in this area. So that looks great. I think this needs to be, well, let's put our image in. And I was wondering if this 2012 wanted to be lower, but that's just, you know, your personal preference if you want this to be lower or in the middle, up top, however you want it. I think I do want it a little lower. So let's come back into Edit Layout. And I just selected both, and I'm using the down button to carry those down. And because we aligned them up before, they are staying aligned. Apply, preview, perfect. Now, this one I'm kind of wondering if we want to put a border around it, but this will just give you a sense of how to basically take it from here. This will give you the starting point. So I hope that helped.